a production of the A&A Media Group and Consider It Done Productions. Award-winning, aging, and awesome. Here are your hosts, Kai Sisson and Aaron Breen.
Welcome to Aging and Awesome, where we are always looking for stories that will educate, enlighten, and inspire you about staying aging and awesome.
And tonight,
for those of us who no longer drive or who just find traffic a little too stressful, new innovation in public transportation is helping people of all ages get to places they need to go to stay active and healthy. George Crozet will have details a little bit later in this show. He'll join us from Morningstar Senior Living in Sparks.
we have Dr. Lynn Gray back on the show with the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, or OLLI. She's going to challenge us to keep our brains sharp with brain teasers you at home can do too. And of course, we'll take a spin in Kai's cab. But first, local businessman Tom Young spent decades building the Great Basin Brewery in Sparks, which has been a huge success. But what you may not know is that he has another passion.
It's geology. And not only did he practice it, he and the Great Basin Brewery funded research into prehistoric reptiles. Now he tied the two together, naming his most famous beer the Ichthyosaurus.
And now researchers have honored him by naming something after him. Here's his story.
Up until a couple of months ago, the biggest thing that Tom Young was really known for was building the Great Basin Brewery. Here, he named his first big successful brew after the Nevada state fossil, the Ichthyosaur, which wasn't really easy for everyone to pronounce.
So we had to change the name and shorten it for those who were paleontologically challenged to Icky.
But he loved ichthyosaurs long before creating one in the form of a beer.
I was a geologist for many, many years. Would love that job.
The ickies he chased back then are now harbingers of history, shedding light on when the Great Basin was an ancient sea.
Our Ichthyosaur is a family of very successful marine reptiles who evolved about 250 million years ago and lasted till about 90 million years ago.
His love of geology and his community spirit led him to help a group of German researchers who were working out near Winnemucca just about a decade ago.
They were some of the foremost, experts in ichthyosaurs in the world. So the friendship began then, and they were going out to the field. They said, "Do you want to come?" I go, "Yeah."
Yes. He became a part of their team, digging and helping wherever he could.
Of course, I would go out in the field with them often and bring them beer, cook for them.
He helped fund their field research and helped promote their work.
We started doing some talks at our production brewery, inviting some of the professors to talk to the public about our state fossil and what it really means and what the Triassic seas was really like.
He even offered transportation when they needed it to move a skull.
They had uncovered a skull which took almost 3 years to excavate. They couldn't find a truck to get it to LA. It was a real problem. Burning Man's going on and trying to run a U-Haul truck, and what do you do? So the brewery comes to the rescue again. And so we drove out there, loaded the truck up, and took it to LA.
That load of fossilized bones was a really big deal.
Turned out it's a brand new species, unknown to science, and this particular one turns out to be now the first giant in the whole fossil record. So the first large thing to ever evolve on Earth is a new species of Ichthyosaur that's found in Nevada. They figure the beast was about 55 feet long. The skull was 6.5 feet.
For reference, that skull alone is the size of a grand piano.
But it's been a really fun partnership between industry and a big museum and a German university, an international effort to understand what Nevada was like 246 million years ago.
And guess what they named it?
The name of the new species, which was announced last Friday, is the genus is Symbospondylus youngorum, which is after our last name. And that, for my wife and I, Bonda, it's quite an honor to have that done. I mean, I thought you had to be dead before they name a fossil after you. To me, that's
be a fossil yourself.
Right. No, but I'm honored.
So cheers to the Symbospondylus youngorum. Now let's review. Tom's love of prehistoric reptiles and his entrepreneurial spirit led him to brewing. His brewing led him back to hunting the reptiles that he loves. And a new species of the prehistoric reptile that he originally named his first big brew for, the Icky, is now named after him. Cheers to Symbospondylus youngorum and to balance in the universe.
Tom Young is a prime example of how following your passion at every age can lead to success.
And in case you missed it, you can see the business end of this whole story we featured last week on the show. Just head to our website, agingandawesome.com.
Still to come, our very own George Crozet is inside the all-new RTC Flexride bus. He's going to show us how transportation for seniors is getting easier.
And we're keeping your brain sharp with the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute.
But first, we reconvene with Aaron Breen and learn to lighten up after this short break.
Thinking about moving or downsizing? You should meet my good friend Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence. With over 35 years experience and specializing in helping older people. If you're looking for a home that better fits your lifestyle, Marsha is the right person for you.
Thanks, Joe. I'm Marcia Rambo, and I'm a realtor. I'll help you find the right home at any stage of your life. Whether you're considering selling your home or making a purchase, give me a call at 775-395-9133. Together, we'll make a plan that will best work for you.
Call Marsha today and tell her I sent you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tammy from the TMJ and Sleep Therapy Center of Reno. There are so many issues you might be experiencing, from jaw pain and headaches to snoring, sleepiness, and difficulty concentrating. We are the only TMJ specialists in Northern Nevada providing comprehensive TMJ and sleep apnea treatment. We're proud to offer same-day imaging to get you on a path toward relief from your symptoms. Our non-surgical TMJ treatments will help you breathe, sleep, heal, and most importantly, live better. Call to make your appointment today.
Aaron Breen here. If you have Medicare, you already know that good health care starts with choosing the right Medicare plan. That's why I'm here at the Medicare store, where they offer free, unbiased, personal Medicare advice. So come by or visit themedicarestore.com.
Hablamos español.
Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care, Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123.
Hello and welcome back. You know, I learned a very valuable lesson this holiday season: to lighten up on myself. I wanted to have a few friends over because we were going to decorate cookies, and in my head, that meant a sweeping campaign to get this house completely cleaned up. It meant making the cookies so we could decorate them, getting lunch all put together, putting the Christmas lights up, and getting a tree in like 3 or 4 days. Exhausting. So I did dive in, but then mid-preparation, I changed lanes on the Holiday Express. We ordered the sugar cookies from a local bakery. Genius! That took a load off of everybody. A friend of mine brought the sprinkles and the decorations, and another friend brought all the champagne. So yes, I did make some chili, but I bought salad at the local deli and put it in a really nice dish. And then I just picked up some shrimp over at Costco. Lunch done and dusted. So I did clean up the house and realized no one in this get-together would actually be in my basement or in the rooms upstairs or in the backyard or in the main bedrooms down here. So you know what I did? I stuck to the main area, to the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, and the downstairs bathroom. Seriously, I cut my cleaning campaign in half. I mean, the rest of the house is presentable, but not really clean if you look very hard. And I put up the lights. Only the ones I could reach out on the porch. And I just let all the stress of those roofline lights go, at least for now. And although I did buy a tree, I abandoned that plan altogether because I usually put it up later in the month when the kids are actually here to help. Instead, that tree sat out next to my garage in a bucket of water for a few days. And instead, I just strung lights on the cat scratch post thing in the corner where the tree's eventually gonna go, and nobody noticed. And you know what? It was a great get-together. No one cared that the salad was from a deli, and we were all so grateful that no one had to make any of those cookies. Now, I'm applying that lesson to other parts in my life. Instead of sticking to an unrealistic list of stuff to get done, I'm cutting down on the expectations that I have of myself, and I can concentrate on what's most important, which is actually spending time with friends. For Aging and Awesome, I'm Erin Breen.
Reconvene with Erin Breen is presented by the Medicare Store. The Medicare Store is local and gives free, unbiased, personal Medicare advice. Visit the Medicare Store today.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
Have we forgotten how difficult it is for older Nevadans to get to life-saving medical appointments? Have we forgotten how important connecting with others is? But what if you had neither? What would you do? The Nevada Rural Counties Retired Senior Volunteer Program provides zero-cost transportation and companionship for older Nevadans in rural counties. Make a difference in the life of a senior in your community. Become a driver and friend for RSVP.
I thought there was nothing people could do about scams until I found Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker website. There, I learned about scams in my area.
I lost a lot of money.
And I shared my story, too. I was offered an online work-from-home job. I spent all this money on course training materials, but there was no job. So be careful.
Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Better Business Bureau. Start with trust.
Do you or a loved one live in a nursing home? Do you know that you have rights? All residents have rights guaranteed by the Federal Nursing Home Reform Law. They include the right to be treated with dignity and respect, to privacy, and to develop a comprehensive plan of care with the staff. Other rights include the right to be fully informed about care and treatment options and to file grievances. There are protections in case of involuntary discharge or transfer. Know your rights. For more information about residents' rights or questions or concerns, contact your long-term care ombudsman program. They are advocates that promote and protect the rights of residents in licensed long-term care facilities. Visit www.theconsumervoice.org for more information. That's www.theconsumervoice.org. Theconsumervoice.org.
Aging and Awesome is proudly presented by Reno Regenerative Medicine. Do you experience joint stiffness, tingling, burning, numbness, back or neck pain? Have you been told drugs and surgery are your only options? Reno Regenerative Medicine empowers patients to heal naturally, avoid unnecessary drugs and surgeries, and get to the root cause of your pain. Reno Regenerative Medicine, located in South Reno and in Sparks, is ready to evaluate and help alleviate your pain so you can get back to doing what you love. Call family-owned Reno Regenerative Medicine at 775-218-9236.
Well, moving out to outlying areas, sometimes transportation can be a little more difficult, especially if you're not driving anymore. Well, with RTC Flexride, we have the opportunity to get you where you want to go, when you want to go. Today I have with us Jim. So Jim, tell us about what you got going on.
Thank you. RTC Flexride is our newest type of public transportation. It's an innovative system that it comes right to your doorstep, picks you up in certain geographic areas, and takes you wherever you need to go on the same day, usually within 15 minutes.
So Jim, where does the bus take you and where does it come from and how's all that system work?
So we have 3 different Flexride service areas. The first is in Sparks and Spanish Springs. The second is in the North Valleys area, and the third is in Verdi and Somerset. And as long as you're within one of those 3 areas, Flexride will come to your curb, pick you up, and take you wherever you need to go.
Sounds like a good way to go for me. So is this system very cost effective?
It's a wonderful system. It's very affordable for seniors and everybody. The regular fare is $2 per trip.
$2?
$2 for seniors and the disabled, it's $1.
Oh wow, that's a great deal. How can you say no to that? So do we get to go for a ride and get to see some of the places we go?
We sure do. We have a great driver named Patty, so you don't have to drive.
Perfect. So it looks like a beautiful day, Jim, to go out for a ride. So where are we heading to?
Shopping is one of the major reasons that people try to use the Flexride. They use it for shopping, they use it to go to work, and they use it for medical appointments. So Patty, to Northern Nevada, I think.
Okay.
That's another common reason that people use Flexride is to medical appointments and get health care.
So there is Uber out there, but what's the advantage of taking Flexride over Uber?
Well, Flexride is our newest service, and we like to think that we're out Ubering Uber. Right now, there are 3 deficiencies that Uber has. You don't know the background of your driver, you don't know the type of vehicle you're going to get, and you don't know what your pricing is going to be until you schedule at that particular time. With Flexride, we have a driver that's been trained to handle seniors and the issues that they could potentially have, issues anybody can have on the bus. With the vehicle, it's a large vehicle. It can take wheelchairs, can take strollers, can take packages, something that Uber can't do. And our pricing is really affordable.
And if you are using a wheelchair and you're concerned about how to get aboard on Flexride, they got this great ramp system here that'll drop down to the ground, get your chair on, get you secured, and get you inside and secured once again. And it's about a 3-minute process. Jim, thank you so much. It's a great opportunity for citizens in the Northern Nevada area. So how do we use this system?
There's 2 ways to get in touch with Flexride. The first is an app. We have a smartphone app on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store that's just simply called RTC Flexride. You download the app and you can schedule that way. The second way is just call us. All you have to do is call our customer service line at 775-335-0035. That's answered 7 days a week from 5 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. They will take your call, take your reservation, and the bus will be there in 15 to 20 minutes.
Jim, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And folks, check out RTC Flexride.
Closed captioning for Aging and Awesome is brought to you by...
At Reno Eye Institute, you'll get the attention you deserve from a doctor who cares.
I came in to see Dr. Freeman at Reno Eye Institute because I was able to get in and see him right away, and that was very important to me. From the moment I met Dr. Freeman, I felt that he really cared about me. He cared about my eyes and cared about me as a person.
At Reno Eye Institute, our focus is you.
Now accepting new patients. Call Reno Eye Institute today at 451-7268.
Welcome back to award-winning Aging and Awesome. The Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, which is also known as OLLI, is a great program offered here in Northern Nevada. It offers a wide variety of educational, social, cultural, and recreational programs for adults 50 and over. Joining us now to give us a little taste of what OLLI is Dr. Lynn Gray. We love having you on here.
And I love being here. Thank you for inviting me again.
Well, you teach
a bunch
quite
of
diverse things, right? So you everything from opera to brain teasers yourself, right?
Right. Well, I'm a retired math professor, and so I have morphed that into keeping your brain sharp with math games and puzzles. And my retirement passion is opera, so I teach about opera. Yeah. And also, for something a little bit more academic, I teach a class with a bunch of other people called Demystifying Economics. So it's still a little bit of math, but it's helping to keep us informed voters.
Okay.
Which is, many OLLI members want to stay active in the community, keep their brains active, but stay active in the community and still make a contribution. If I were the U.S. government,
okay,
and I am dealing you dollars at the rate of $1 a second,
okay,
I would deal you for almost 2 weeks $1 a second and deal you $1 million in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Now we throw around $1 million or $1 billion like it was the same thing. How long do you think it would take me to deal you out $1 billion? $1 billion is 1,000 million.
Okay.
So 2 weeks to deal out $1 million, 36 years to deal out $1 billion.
Wow.
So, how about $1 trillion?
Okay, so it's 1,000 times the.
It's 1,000. So,
okay.
right. If it takes me 36 years to deal out $1 billion, it's going to take me 36,000 years to deal out $1 trillion. And how big is our national debt?
Too big.
It's 29 trillion. So just think about that. So interactively, we try to develop more sense and understanding about the world around us. And that's in all of my classes.
Oh, I love that. And now how do we get a hold of Ollie?
So you can do www.ollie.unr.edu, and the website explains all about Ollie and how you can join, $55 a year. Or you can email me at lgray@olliereno.org, LGRAY@OLLIRENO.org, and I'd be happy to answer all your questions.
Oh my gosh, and give you a few brain teasers.
Yeah,
She's going to be doing that. Thank you so very, very much, Dr. Lynn Gray from Ollie. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Eden Home Health is Northern Nevada's highest-rated home health for quality of patient care. You have a choice. Ask your doctor for the best in-home health care, Eden Home Health. And Eden Hospice. The personalized care team at Eden Hospice is dedicated to focusing on your loved one's quality of life during a difficult time. Eden Hospice's mission is to ensure dignity for every patient. Find out how Eden Hospice can help your family by calling 841-6123. Living at Lakeside Manor, an independent senior living community in the heart of Reno, means pleasure for the residents and peace of mind for their families. Rooms are available now, starting at $15.80 a month. Take a tour of Lakeside Manor today. NV Legal Docs LLC, they are the Trust Masters, is a proud sponsor of Aging and Awesome, providing affordable wills, trusts, and estate planning document services. They are much different than your typical expensive law firm, offering flat fee pricing customized for each family. Having a trust is so important, and the NV Legal Docs team will explain at their no-cost, no-pressure seminar. Book your spot today and give them a call at 775-683-3100. Living trusts, don't leave Earth without one.
If you're 64 or 65 and newly eligible for Medicare, you only have a few months to enroll, or you may incur a late enrollment penalty. By understanding Medicare now, you'll have time to get a full picture of the choices that are right for you. Join experts from Senior Care Plus for a free ABCs of Medicare seminar to learn about Medicare and the options available to you. Sign up at seniorcareplus.com or call 775-982-3158 today.
Wow, it's a beautiful day here in Reno. We're in Midtown, and I got a new contestant aboard. Kai's Cab. Welcome. Who do we got in the back?
Gina Martin.
Gina Martin. How are you, Gina?
I'm fine. I'm here for the chocolate.
She's here for the free chocolate, but you know the rules, right?
I hope they're easy.
I don't just give chocolate to anybody, Gina. Today, get 3 out of 4 questions, trivia questions correct, and you will get that wonderful chocolate, okay?
Okay.
But you're so sweet. Maybe I'll... No. Here I go again, trying to give it away for free. Okay, Gina.
Don't give it away for free.
You're going to win it. Here we go. Question number 1. Gina, what is the real name of the agent 007? Is it A, David Copperfield, B, James Bond, C, Sherlock Holmes?
Bond. James Bond.
I love it, James Bond. Was that an easy one?
No, that was hard. I just saw the movie.
Oh, good. How was it?
It was excellent.
I loved your impression there. That was awesome.
Okay.
All right, you got the first one. I think that was a softball. We're going to go a little harder for number 2. You ready?
Okay.
Question number 2 for Miss Gina. The elderly tend to be at risk of deficiency in which vitamin than younger people? Is it A, vitamin A, B, vitamin C, or D, vitamin D?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D, is that your final answer?
I'm the elderly, so I should know.
You are correct, Gina. Vitamin D is correct. Okay, good. Look at that. Now you just got to get this final.
One more.
And you are in like Flynn.
Okay.
Gina, I believe in you. Do you believe in Gina at home? Let's hear it for Gina. Question number 3. The mustard plant belongs to which of the following veggie family?
Oh, God.
A, cabbage. B, carrot. Or C, onion.
The mustard plant? I would say onion.
Onion. Is that your final answer? Mustard seed.
No, cabbage.
Cabbage. Final answer?
It must be the other one.
You tell me, Gina. Cabbage or onion? Mustard.
Onion.
Onion. Final.
Cabbage.
This lady's trying to trip me out.
Cabbage.
Cabbage. That is correct. Yay. Gina, congratulations. You hung in there. I'm proud of you.
That was fun.
Yes, you did it. I wanted you to win so badly, so I stopped you on your 5th change of answer there to cabbage. You are a hoot. You are so fun. Thanks for watching Aging and Awesome. I love to ask everybody in the cab, you got 15 seconds here of fame to tell the world anything. What do you want to say?
Well, I was talking about Medicare today, so I want to tell them, don't call the football number.
I love that. The football guy from the 60s, right? No, you want to call a local company, and we have a great sponsor.
Stay local.
We love our local community stakeholders who keep Aging and Awesome on the air. So I, as the person who works with those wonderful companies, thanks for saying that.
Okay.
Thank you, Gina.
This was a lot more fun than I thought.
Kai's Cab is presented by Senior Care Plus, the only Nevada-based not-for-profit Medicare Advantage plan serving Washoe County and Carson City. Senior Care Plus, for the healthiest reasons.
That's all the time we have for today. But before we go, we want to invite you to be a part of the show. We're looking for your ideas, your feedback, your stories to keep our mission of informing, enlightening, and inspiring older Nevadans and their families.
Now, here's an example. Maybe you at home are a son or a daughter who's having challenges with your parents. Like that never happens, huh? Well, you're not alone. We would love to share your story in a tasteful and helpful way.
Or maybe you and a friend with different views have found common ground.
Or how about this? You and your family are at odds with what the future may look like. Aging and Awesome wants to be an asset in helping you through your challenges.
There are so many ways to reach us. You can go to our website, agingandawesome.com, and click the Contact Us link. You can email us at agingandawesome@gmail.com or call the number on your screen to leave us a voicemail. And we want to take a moment to thank the Renown and Senior Care Plus practice here on Del Monte Lane for having us in, all of you for joining us, and our community stakeholders who make this show possible.
The Trust Masters,
the Medicare Store,
the Better Business Bureau,
Eden Home Health and Eden Hospice,
the Nevada Rural Counties Retired Senior Volunteer Program,
Morningstar Senior Living of Sparks, Lakeside Manor,
Marsha Rambo with Realty One Group Eminence,
the Nevada Aging and Disability Services Division,
the Reno Eye Institute,
the TMJ and Sleep Therapy Center of Reno,
Reno Regenerative Medicine,
and Senior Care Plus. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.